Hi guys, this is Mike from the last Corvette. Today is March 31st, so we are into the last day of March. It's a Tuesday. With that said, I hope everybody is staying safe. Their families are safe and healthy. Everybody around them, their friends and neighbors, co-workers. Obviously a huge thank you to all the front lines, our grocery store workers, everybody from the emergency response teams to everybody in hospitals. With that said, really, I don't have anything, as far as the update goes with the last Corvette or the C6 channel. We're all in idled situation right now. I just went out to get some quick groceries for the next few days here at local Kroger, and we'll just have to kind of hunker down again and see what we can accomplish, really. But as far as the C6, we are in a holding state right now. It still needs to go to the dealer. It still needs to go on a dyno to get baseline with the performance parts that it does have, which I, brought up several times on my YouTube channel, which is also the last Corvette. And so that's that. My father's Volvo that I'm currently working on. I'm waiting for the parts to come in. Once those parts are in, I'm going to do a two-part series. Well, actually, it's going to be a four-part, but two more videos. One is going to show the reassembled turbo back on the car, and I'm going to pinpoint and show you guys what to look for, what to watch for, how to reassemble it, how to basically disassemble it. And then I'm going to take you guys under the car and show you that window above the diff, the front diff, where you can reach in and not only get to your T30 torque screws to disconnect the return line from the turbo, but also if you had a leak, which this car doesn't, if you had a leak on the return side, there's a seal that goes into the block. You would use the same window basically to work the line out of the block and retrieve the seal and replace the seal that way. So that's going to be obviously not a Corvette related video, but I'm going to post it on YouTube and use some hashtags there as far as, and Instagram, so everybody can, if they do have a Volvo, and this turbo was used on Volvos across the board pretty much, 5 cylinders, 6 cylinders, and for many years, and then also on a bunch of other European vehicles, including Saab. So with that's that. Waiting on parts. I got a few mods coming for the C6 that I'm going to be able to do during the lockdown. They're being shipped in, but it's really going to be minor, but it's going to make for some content, I guess. Moving on, I did bring up the Porsche Boxster that I was bidding on. I'm still in the hunt for that vehicle. I will know by Friday this week if I get the vehicle or not. I set myself a pretty good reserve that will include the fees, auction fees, transport fees, and then any kind of fees if I register it here in Michigan. So it's very important for me to do that because this vehicle is listed as a no start stationary, which means a whole spectrum of things. It could be a fuse, a bad battery, or a motor. So I really need to protect myself because this is a clean title, clean Carfax 2 owner vehicle with 50,000 miles, very low mileage. It's actually, from what I can see, and sometimes pictures don't do it justice, sometimes they do. This one looks pretty clean, and on these Boxsters, the first thing to go was usually the interior. It was kind of entry-level Porsche, and the seats would get wore out and everything else. But this one looks very, very clean. So And when I say I want to protect myself, if it's a clean and a cheap fix, then, you know, it's a win-win. But if I have to put a used motor in it, it's still going to be a win-win, where if I decide to get rid of it, I can break even. Or if I decide to do a giveaway, I can at least recoup some of the money, maybe on the views or some, you know, income that I get from YouTube, if any. But, you know, I'm still, first step is to get the Porsche here in Michigan, and then kind of we'll go from there. It'll definitely be a good content as far as what it takes to purchase a vehicle online. And this is a very popular item right now. So everybody is buying, and everybody's crazy about the C8 Corvette, which is a mid-engine, first ever mid-engine Corvette. So this Porsche would be a definition of a true mid-engine 50-50 split Corvette, and it'll be kind of cool project to really kind of show you guys what it takes to you know, buy it, get it to wherever you are, and then get it assessed and running. So I will try to update either later on today or tomorrow or by the end of the week. It all depends. You know, right now it's very slow. If I get a few of the mods for the C6, I'm gonna work on them, get them installed, and then just do either quick Instagram. More likely it's going to be Instagram pictures and videos, and that's really going to be it. So for now, stay safe, follow the guidelines and regulations, do yourself a favor, and regardless if you are working or you're laid off, get yourself ready, get yourself prepared for the long haul if there is one. Get your money right, get your payments deferred, call your banks. I did. House, cars, credit cards, whatever else you guys, loans, whatever you guys, just think about the future, because if you're you know, in a good situation, regardless, cash is king, or whatever you guys have in your bank accounts. If, like in my case, I'm still working, but if I get laid off, the only other means would be my savings and whatever the state gives me as far as unemployment and whatever incentives we get from the government. So think about that. Think about the future, regardless if you're laid off or working. And if you're laid off and struggling and waiting for this stimulus package to be delivered, I feel you. I've been through it in 2008, through the recession. I was in automotive, still am. And we were basically hit the worst. We lost jobs. We lost everything that we worked hard to get. All right. So anyway, with that said, I will try to update you guys, like I said, within the next few days. Maybe post a couple of pictures here and there. Otherwise, I will see you guys when I have something done to either the C6 or we hear something about the Porsche. Talk to you guys later. Stay safe.